Now, welcome to Module 2. I hope you enjoyed the introduction of Module 1, things you need to put in place before talking of stocking. Now, in this Module 2, we're talking of stocking the ponds. We have built our ponds. We have put it in shape. We have put in water. Now, we want to do what we call stocking. There are 3 species of catfish with which you could stock your ponds. There are Cleras gallopinus, which you call the African species of catfish, also commonly known as Cleras. There's Heterobranchus, otherwise known as the giant catfish, mostly found in the wide fresh water. Most of you call it shokbo. Okay, mostly found in freshwater bodies, mostly part of the western states and southern states. And then there's one called Heterocleras. It's a combination of the Cleras and the Heterobranchus, which is an hybrid. By concentrating both of them, that's how I would call the Heterocleras. But for various reasons, which we shall be considering shortly, Cleras gallopinus is most favored for stocking by most corporate and private fish farmers. Meanwhile, we have to first of all consider the difference between Cleras gallopinus and other species of fish. How to differentiate Cleras gallopinus from other species of fish, of catfish, like Heterobranchus and Heterocleras. What are the difference? It is very easy to differentiate between Cleras gallopinus from Heterobranchus as well as Heterocleras, or identify the 3 different species using your dorsal fin. And for Cleras gallopinus, each dorsal fin runs from immediately after the skull and continue uninterrupted to the tail. In other words, from my head, for instance, to my tail, any fish you see that is a catfish that the dorsal fin runs from the head to the tail is called Cleras gallopinus, or what we call Dutch Cleras. Now, in case of Heterobranchus, each dorsal fin runs from immediately after the skull and continue towards the midway. It's full length, and then it breaks and continue again. In other words, from the head to the tail, when it gets to the middle, it breaks. After that, there's a gap. Then from there to the tail. That's how to differentiate gallopinus from Heterobranchus. So when you see these 2 catfishes, anyone that you see there's a break at the middle, that is Heterobranchus. Anyone that you see the tail and the fin, the dorsal fin run from the head to the tail without any breakage, that is what we call Cleras gallopinus. We talked about gallopinus that the dorsal fin runs from the head to the tail. We talk about Heterobranchus that the tail runs halfway, break, and continue to the tail. That's Heterobranchus. Now, Heterocleras is an hybrid. It's a combination of both the male of Heterobranchus and male of gallopinus, or the reverse, either the female of either of the 2. By the combination of these 2, their offspring is now an hybrid of both, which we call Heterocleras. This dorsal fin of this hybrid run immediately from the skull, go beyond the middle part of the body, and move towards the tail, and break forth at 80% of its full dorsal fin length before its tail, and later continues uninterrupted to the tail. So in other words, its own is very close to the tail where the breakage happens. Heterobranchus is at the middle. Cleras don't have any breakage. Why Cleras gallopinus is mostly stocked by farmers? They are mostly stocked by farmers because of their commercial value, which is as a result of their relative growth, higher weight, and maturity in a short period of time when compared to Heterobranchus as well as Heterocleras. Cleras gallopinus grow bigger and weigh more than Heterobranchus and Heterocleras within a short period of time, usually between 5 and 6 months of stocking. They are more tolerant to the environment. This means that they can perform well in cumbersome environments, in concrete pond, in 18 pond system when compared to Heterobranchus and Heterocleras. They perform little better than the other species within a restricted space, and as such, you could stock more within the given space than the others. Heterobranchus and Heterocleras grow to very large sizes, but this is more noticeable as from 10 to 16 months of stocking. The Heterobranchus and Heterocleras perform better in large space, as in 18 pond. This is contrary in case if they are raised in small space and in concrete pond, except that when raised in smaller quantity, okay, in concrete pond, you raise them in smaller quantity, but in 18 pond, where there's more space, you can raise them in large quantity. So the stocking density is very low, say 2 to 3 per square meter in concrete pond. And the pond water depth should not be less than 5 feet. They are voracious feeder and as well cost much to feed. They are commercially more viable than Claras ganypinus when harvested, not earlier than 12 months of stocking, because by the time they should have grown very big and weight of the fish size between 1.5 and 3 kg and more, if properly fed and managed. Their growth mostly enhances with natural feed. Claras ganypinus is most rugged than either of them and is more preferred by large-scale farmers and buyers. Since it takes them some days to sell off the fish after harvest, they need rugged fish that can stand the rigors of their handling. Sourcing your fingerlings. Prior to stocking your pond, you must have secure source of water, source of water, yes, and places where you want to get high quality fingerlings for a start. There are 5 types depending on their age, growth, and cost. This includes fingerlings. Fingerlings are 3 to 4 weeks old. 2 post fingerlings, which are 5 to 6 weeks old. 3 mini juvenile, which is 6 to 8 weeks old. 4 juvenile, which is 8 to 10 weeks old. 5 jumbo, which is 10 to 12 weeks old. The unit price is not static, as it cannot be stated here. But please note, prices differ from place to place and also depends on the breeders you are consulting to buy your fish. But my advice is that stock jumbo or juvenile rather than fingerling because of their level of cannibalism and mortality. I will say that thank you for listening to us in this second model.